Hey Steve, this is Matt Filler. Here's the video I mentioned. In this video, I'm going to show you how SEO is key to bringing in more customers to your business and explain why I included what I did in the proposal. Now let me show you three things that will set your company above the competition: content, backlinks, and citations. So the first thing I want to go over is content. Content is the words that Google can see on your web page, including words hidden behind images and in the names of images. This image was saved as image 6 or image 61 .jpg, which doesn't give Google any information about the picture. When I do your website, I'll include a buyer intent keyword like kitchen remodel contractor, Orange County, right in those names. We also put a keyword in something called the alt text that is available behind the image for blind people, which Google also reads. The text itself needs to flow around the keywords naturally, and you don't want to overstuff with keywords. So you need about 125 words of content on a page per keyword. That's how I came up with the number of words estimates in the proposal. The content you have on your website is critical because that is what Google can read on your site and is the basis on which they decide what keywords to show your site for, and thus who to show your site to. Your old site has about 200 words on your homepage. I'm sure you know CPoint over here is one of your competitors. I went through their site and they've got about 1,800 words of content on the homepage. Studies show that most sites in the top 3 on Google are for something like a general contractor in a local area have at least 1,000 to 1,500 words. But getting more content on your website would get it to immediately start ranking over those all-important buyer intent keywords. This is a tool I use called Ahrefs, which starts at $129 per month. Essentially, it gives me behind-the-scenes details of what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan of CPoint here. You can see their website is getting 4,800 visitors from Google a month. That's traffic that you could be getting. And if I go and click on keywords here, it'll show me the exact keywords your competition is ranking for and what your competitors are searching for every month. At the top, we're seeing keywords that come from their blog entries, which are not very buyer intent, but help build up the authority of the site. And as you can see, your competitor is ranking number 1 for CPoint Construction, 150 searches, and they are getting 55 traffic here. Kitchen Remodeling Contractors, 40 traffic. Kitchen Remodel Orange County, 31 traffic. When we go back to your site, you're not optimized for these terms. Here's what Google does think your site is about. SPR Plumbing, your address. Bathroom Remodeling Huntington Beach and Kitchen Remodeling Huntington Beach, CA. Which are good, but you're not ranking for those. You're on page 8 and 10 for those. It's a start, but not what your ideal customers are typing in. So the first thing you need to do to beat your competition online is add a minimum of 1,500 words to your homepage and 500 words on service pages, or what is needed to rank those pages for relevant keywords as indicated in the proposal. Because content is what's driving your competitors' keywords, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. To get traffic in Orange County and Long Beach, you need to get content on more than just your homepage. You need to have location pages and service pages. These allow you to put up content that will rank your site and pull in traffic from various cities around the web. And to rank for not just home remodeling, but also for kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels, additions, and ADUs. Looking at CPoint's location pages, you can see that they have several pages on OC sites, cities that have little or no traffic and are missing many that do have traffic, according to Ahrefs. This is an opportunity, and you can see here in the menu they have 6 service pages, but aren't going after additions. I've set up the proposed site with cities that have traffic and have listed the easy keywords to knock off due to low competition, indicated by KD or keyword difficulty in Ahrefs. For example, Kitchen Remodel Orange County has a high KD of 23, meaning it can take 6 months or longer to rank for it. but a kitchen remodel contractor, Orange County, gets the same traffic, but has a KD of 0. So we'll go after that and leave the other one to C point. So the first thing that you can do to get traffic on your website is to have enough content on it to get it ranking for buyer intent keywords. Next, I'm going to show you the second important thing I want to talk about, and that is backlinks. Today, the vast majority of people looking for goods and services are doing so online first. And the place over 90% of them go to start their search is Google. Looking at the Google search results page for kitchen remodeling Huntington Beach, the first thing we see is the ads that people are paying Google to be up on. Ads can work, but they can also become a money pit if your website isn't dialed in. So be careful not to burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure your site will convert. You know this next section is the Google Map Pack or Maps or Google Business Profiles. I'll come back to this section in our third topic. The next main section is the organic search section of Google. 60% of searchers focus here. You can see your site is not number one. Now, number one is where you want to be, and to get there, you need to beat out the competition in every respect. How high you rank here depends on a number of factors, but the most important one is authority. One way to boost authority is with a blog, as I mentioned, and blog entries make up a key part of the SEO portion of this proposal. But the key factor is giving your site authority in Google's eyes is backlinks. Backlinks, simply put, work like this. Another website is pointing to your site. That other site is acting like link juice, which gives your website more authority in Google's eyes, almost like a popularity contest. This is Ahrefs again. You can see you have 31 backlinks pointing at your new site, but all of them are spam. Your old site had 48 backlinks. A good start, but they won't transfer over unless we go get them again. And you can see a bunch of them are spam links, which can hurt rather than helping, and which I will get rid of for you. Let's look at these backlinks. There's more to it than how many backlinks you have. The backlinks you obtain work a lot more effectively when they come from strong, busy, and relevant sites. You can see right here how strong the site is, and over here how much traffic it is getting. As for relevant, if you have a local blog or a remodeling industry site linking back to you, that would be great. But if you're a home remodeler and you have Pizza Hut linking to you, not so great, because you don't sell pepperoni. Now look at your competitor. They have 1,600 backlinks from more relevant sites. You can see some point at their homepage and some point at blog pages. Well, with Ahrefs, we can see exactly which links they have. We can go after the best of those backlinks for your business. If we can't get them a link from the same site, we can get a similar link. Some of those backlinks will point back at your home page and or the service and location pages. Others will point to the blog posts that I will create for your site. These backlinks will give you the authority with Google that will propel you towards number one. You can see C points in the media page points not only to some of their backlinks, which isn't necessary, but also to articles by C point that serve as blog pages created over time. So I've explained how backlinks and blog posts get your site authority on the internet, and how if you have more authority, then you will rank higher in the searches people are actually doing to find a home remodeler. Now the third thing I want to talk about is citations. Going back to the Google search results, this section, the Google Map Pack or Maps, gets half the calls from the web. And in these results, you can see the business name, address, and phone number, also known as the NAP for name, address, and phone number. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So now you're asking, hey Matt, how do I show up in Maps? The answer is to optimize your Google Business Profile, or GBP. Google used to call this the GMB. I'll put in pictures and help you get reviews. Fortunately, the number of reviews isn't too critical, but if you're willing to give me the contact information about your past customers, I'll email or call them and try and get 25 so it looks respectable to people looking at this section. I'll also respond to the reviews you get for maximum effect and to handle any poor reviews that might show up. I'll also post brief descriptions with photos of your current projects and other stuff on the blog that is available right within your GBP. and propagate all of your blog posts there and to 5 social media accounts, which also helps boost rankings. I'll also help take care of your business, getting your business name changed in the GBP. This can be harder than you might think, since Google will require re-verification of your business, and they don't like to approve having a mailbox business address anymore. Since your business license has that address, this should be possible, but it requires the right approach and documentation. Now I'm going to focus on citations, the key non-obvious thing you need to do to push your business up in the map pack. Right now you're not ranking in the top 3, and your business name, address, and phone number aren't listed in many directories. A directory is an internet site like InfoUSA, Yelp, Yext, CityStar, all of these. And your competitors, they're listed in more directories. So when you get more citations, you gain more trust than them from Google, pushing you above them in the map pack. This plus pictures. Now you must be asking yourself, great, how do we do that? Well, it's really simple. We use sites like BrightLocal that will tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. Then we can literally go down their list and match what directories they are on. But we don't stop there because we don't just want to match them, we want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 100 citations, we want to get what they've got and then add 50 to 100 more, so it takes a long time to catch back up. So the third thing I've gone over with you today is how I'll optimize your GBP and how citations are key to moving you up in the map pack to get you more calls from the internet. Finally, I wanted to urge you to read my blog post here, linked to in the proposal, on why home remodeling contractors need CRM software. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. The idea is to keep all of the data about a customer in one place on the cloud and to stimulate sales by automating the email response process. The reason you will get a series of emails from a marketer when you give them your email list is that it works. A study by Salesforce found 29% increase in sales for businesses using a CRM, and that 80% of sales require at least 5 follow-up attempts before a sale is made. 65% of small businesses adopt CRMs to better manage leads. The Direct Marketing Association found 4 times more responses than initial outreach with the follow-up campaign compared to initial outreach alone. And 30 to 50% of sales are won by the business that follows up with a prospect first, according to Growth List. I have shareable access to a wonderful new CRM package that specializes in serving small local businesses, and I use it in my business every day. You would, of course, have your own account with support for additional employees to log in as well. Getting you to the top is not magic, it's just a method, and I've shown you that method today. So please let me know when you're free so we can discuss any further questions you have.